Good morning children. Hope you all are safe and doing well. So children, in my last video I have already explained you about the viral diseases. So three viral diseases are given in your syllabus: AIDS, hepatitis B and chickenpox. Now today I am going to discuss some book exercises of chapter number 16, as you can see. So your first exercise is given on page number 157, progress check. So you can see here we have to match in the first exercise, we have to match the diseases which is given in the column number 1 with the column number 2. Okay, they are category of diseases. So we first one is plague. Plague is a epidemic disease. I have already solved this for you. Malaria is sporadic disease, goiter is endemic disease and AIDS is pandemic disease. Okay, now children, second one, we have to classify some diseases names are given here. You can see here last two lines. Okay, some diseases names are given and we have to segregate it. We have to segregate it into communicable and non-communicable diseases. Okay, so first I have already marked, as you can see, this red mark under cholera, malaria and plague. It means these three are the communicable diseases. Okay, these marked one, red marked one, all the three diseases comes under communicable category, whereas others, beriberi, color blindness, heart attack, diabetes, all comes under non-communicable diseases. We all know communicable diseases can easily spread by infection from one person to another. Okay, and non-communicable do not spread through infection. Okay, now children, second exercise is given on page number, few review questions are given on page number 164. So 164 multiple choice type questions are given. First one is, a disease widely spread worldwide is known as pandemic. So you can see the answer C part is the answer. Okay, so now we are facing lockdown due to one of the pandemic disease, which is COVID-19 coronavirus. Okay, due to the coronavirus. Now second one is the letter B in the BCG. BCG is the name of the vaccine. Okay, so BCG vaccination stands for bacillus. So answer is D. Okay, so MCQ, as you know, there are always 4 options given. In that we have to mark the correct one. Now third one is use of disposable syringes for injecting medicine or etc. other equipment is especially advised to prevent which disease? Answer is AIDS. So D part is correct. Fourth one is the vector that transmits the malarial pathogen is, vector name is female Anopheles mosquito. Okay, C part is correct. Now fifth one is amoebiasis is caused by the protozoan and the protozoan name is Entamoeba. So D part is the answer. Now sixth one, BCG vaccine provides immunity against tuberculosis. Tuberculosis, you know, TB. Okay, which is related to the which is targeted the lungs organ. Okay, lungs organ. Now seventh one, expanded form of AIDS. So I told you so many times that you should learn the full form. Always you should learn the full form of AIDS, BCG, and like this all the short names, okay, of diseases or other things. So the expanded form or full form of AIDS is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Okay, so B part is correct. Now very short answer type, these are so many true false are given. So you know children, we have to mark only true or false. Okay, you have to mark only true or false. They are not asking that we have to correct it or not, but you should know. Okay, filariasis is transmitted by the housefly. It is false. Malaria is caused by protozoan. It is true. BCG vaccine is used for chickenpox. It is false. Now only I said it is treated for tuberculosis. Louis Pasteur discovered a cure for malaria. It is false. AIDS is caused by the bacterium. That is also false, because in my last video Viral diseases, I told you it is a viral disease. Okay, it is caused by virus, HIV virus, human immunodeficiency virus. Okay. Now next one is G part is AIDS is not transmitted by contact with a patient clothes. So this statement is true. Now H1 is chickenpox and hepatitis are bacterial diseases. So it is false because these are viral diseases. Goiter is endemic in sub-Himalayan region in India. It is true. Why it is true? Because you know Himalayan region soil is deficient with iodine, and iodine, lack of iodine or deficiency of iodine causes goiter in the patient or in the people. Now AIDS is caused by a fungus. False. It is caused by a virus. So here only they are asking true or false. Okay. Hay fever and asthma are allergies. It is true. Yes, these are allergies. Smallpox still occurs in India. It is false. No, we have the vaccines for these smallpox. Now this next part is last part is, you can see the disease filariasis is caused by the bite of the female Anopheles mosquito. Answer is false. Okay, here children I have written only F and T. Okay, but in your book you should write full spelling of true and false, because okay. Now children, so next one is write the full form of the AIDS, second number part. Okay, so part second, you can see full form. As we all know, AIDS full form is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. So please remember it, learn it. Now name the following. We have to give answer in one word only. Now A part is category of pathogen that causes diseases like common cold and mumps is called viruses. Children, diseases spelling is here wrong, is given in your book. Okay, so you can correct it by yourself. Now children, B part is the vaccine for preventing tuberculosis is BCG. Okay, Bacillus calmette guerin vaccine. So you should remember the full form of BCG also. Find out from the book. Okay, an organ usually affected by tuberculosis, that is lungs. A disease that weakens body defense system against infection, that is AIDS. Now E part, germ substance introduced into the body to prevent occurrence of any infectious disease is called vaccine. Now the vector responsible for transmission of sleeping sickness is called tsetse fly. Okay, so you should remember the fly name as well. Now G part is the microorganism that requires a host to produce or to reproduce is called viruses. Okay, viruses need a host for reproduction, for production of their new cells. Now the popular name of the disease filariasis is elephantiasis. You know elephantiasis, why we call, because it is related to the lymph, and lymph becomes like a in this disease lymph become swollen. Okay, and looks like a elephant leg or limbs. Now C part, you can see I am just discuss here also. See question answers, few question answers along with you. Now children, first one is define the term. You know these are the term infection, pathogen, incubation period and allergen. 4 terms are given. So we should know what is infection, what is pathogen, what is incubation period and allergen. So you know infection. What is infection? So infection means the transmission of a disease from one person to the other person or to another person is called infection. Okay, remember always. Now pathogen, as I said, pathogen is the disease causing agent. Okay, or you can say the germs which cause diseases are called pathogens. Now in my video I have already explained you incubation period. So all you know that incubation period is the time from infection up to the appearance of the first symptom of a disease. Okay, when the entry of a germ, from the entry of a germ. Okay, appearance of a first symptom is the incubation period. And allergen is the agent or the substance that cause allergy. Okay children, so 4 you can write. Now what are the different, question number 2 you can see that what are the different ways in which infection diseases can spread. So there are so many ways. There are direct ways also, okay, when we come direct contact with the patient in case of chicken pox, when we are direct contact if we are sitting near the person and through their sneezing, coughing, spitting, okay, direct contact with the surface, soils, or animal bite in case of rabies, we can catch the disease. Okay, next one is indirect transmission. Indirect transmission means by carriers, by vectors, like in case of malaria, okay, through contaminated articles. For example, if you are just wearing dirty clothes, okay, or if you are touching the dirty utensils, or if you are not eating properly, or through dirty hands you are eating, by hair, by contaminated food and water, by dirty water, it can contaminate us. So there are two ways, direct transmission also and indirect. Okay, so these are very catchy. This deficiency diseases are very catchy disease. Okay, now next one is why it is important to know how the germs leave the body of a patient. Why? Okay, why it is important? So fourth I am telling you first. Okay, so why it is important? Because we have to cure the disease, we have to prevent the disease from one person to another person. So if we that's why. Otherwise what will happen? We will be aware that patient is cured by the disease or not. Okay, 100%. Otherwise it will our body will get the disease, same disease. So that's why we have to prevent the disease, okay, from one person to another person. And it is important to know how the germs leave the body. Okay, so we should know the medicines, about the medicines, that in particular disease which type of medicine we should take. Like in a fever, we all know that we should take paracetamol. Okay, such ways. Now children, third one, name any 4 non-infectious diseases and their causes. Non-infectious diseases means non-communicable. So it can be diabetes, it can be hemophilia, it can be cancer, it can be asthma, and their causes. Causes means how it caused. So diabetes is basically a metabolic disorder, okay, and it is what it do, it disturbs the metabolism of our carbohydrates or sugar, so that in the blood or in the urine the blood sugar level will increase, like this. So you should know. So these answers, question answers, written question answers I will send you. Okay, so here in this video in short I am just discussing you. Asthma, it is a disease, allergic disease, and how it caused? Due to the pollens, dust particles, or perfume, or any spray, it is caused. Fourth I have already explained you. Fifth one is name the causative agent of AIDS. So as I said now only, that HIV is the virus, human immune virus, which cause AIDS disease. Okay, and how it is disease transmitted? It can transmit it through contaminated blood transfusion from infected mother to her baby, by sharing unsterile needles for injections and all, and through the sexual contact with the infected person also. So you should know these things. I have already explained you in my last video. Please watch that viral diseases video. Okay, because I have checked so many videos. I have already posted so many videos. Okay, small children like class 6, 7, they are just very good children. Okay, they are just updating every time, and they are watching. I can see so much views. Okay, more than 100. But for the 9th class and 10th class videos, I am not, the number of views are very very less. So please, we are making all these videos for you, so that you can get the knowledge, you will understand the concept, for clearing your concept only. So please open and watch the video according to your timetable that we are sending. Okay, now long answer type. Briefly we have to explain about BCG, incubation period, chickenpox, and hepatitis. Okay, so BCG only I am giving you in short, because all other I have already given in my last video about the incubation period, chickenpox, and hepatitis. Last two are the viral diseases. Okay, so BCG full form is, as I said, BCG full form you should know, you should remember, Bacillus calmette guerin. Okay, now BCG vaccine is given to a person to develop immunity against tuberculosis diseases. Okay, now next question is, what are the causes and symptoms of malaria, chickenpox and tuberculosis? So here again the three diseases we have to tell what are the causative agent. So of malaria, tuberculosis and chickenpox, and how these are spread. So you should know the causative agent. Okay, you should know the symptoms, you should know the vector, if any vector is just infecting, so you should know these things. Okay children, so these written question answers I will send you, okay, in my next within 2 days, in my next file, okay, in a homework. So children, please go through these questions, okay, write down in your book, and take care of the spellings, don't make the spelling mistakes. And please, whatever video we are making, I am making for biology, class 9 biology, so please go through it. Even the topics are very easy, like related to disease or health or hygiene, but please, all these points are very important as it will come in exams. So please, okay, watch the videos. Okay children, now thank you and have a nice day. God bless you all.